Hello everyone. In this presentation, we are discussing 6th module about wireless sensor network. The references are mentioned here are by Manvi's book and the second one is Rajkamal book. This is detailed syllabus what has been given in the university syllabus. So 6.1 topic is wireless sensor network, 6.2 is wireless mesh network, and the third one is Internet of Things. Two books are required here for this preparation. Now we'll discuss with wireless sensor network the basic things about the introduction of wireless sensor network. A sensor network, it is an infrastructure which is comprised of sensing, computing and communication elements. Whatever data is gathered by those devices, sensing, computing and communication elements, that will be given to an administrator. The administrator has an ability to instrument, to observe and to react to the events or the phenomena which has been specified in the environment. So this administrator could be typically a civil body or a governmental body, commercial body or an industrial entity. So the environment where you have used your wireless sensor network could be a physical world, a biological system or an information technology framework. So how exactly it becomes possible to use wireless sensor networks? Now this happened because there are many recent advances and convergence of MEMS, that is micro electromechanical systems technology, integrated circuits technology, that is VLSI, embedded systems, microprocessor hardware, nanotechnology, wireless communication, ad hoc networking, distributed signal processing, embedded systems. So everything whatever we studied so far can be implemented and can be taken to make something called as wireless sensor network. Now here we have potentially large quantity of data is being collected. So algorithmic methods for data management play a very important role when you want to proceed with the data. The computation and communication infrastructure associated with sensor network is often specific to the environment and rooted in the device and application based nature of these networks. So two most important operations in the sensor networks are being done. The first is data dissemination and second is data gathering. Data dissemination is the propagation of data or queries throughout the network, and gathering is nothing but the collection of observed data from the individual sensor nodes to a scene. There are two categories of the sensor network in which they are being classified. Sensor networks are being classified in the category 1 and category 2. Now category 1 is named as multi-hop radio connectivity. It is a mesh-based system and it is invariably a mesh-based system in which multi-hop radio connectivity will be given between the nodes which are being deployed. So it will be utilizing dynamic routing in both the wireless and for wired line portions of the network. So typically military theater systems belongs to this category. Category 2 wireless sensor networks are point-to-point or point-to-multipoint, where we can say star-based topology can be used. But these systems are generally with single hop radio connectivity to wireless network. So this will be using static routing instead of dynamic routing. And residential control systems typically belong to this category, where the communication is not through a very big network, a small network can be connected here. This is the difference which has been mentioned in this slide about the category 1 wireless sensor network and category 2 wireless sensor network. So category 1 supports highly distributed high node count applications, whereas category 2 are confined for short range spaces like home, factory, building or a human body. The body area network or the communication with ZigBee, communication with Bluetooth, that whatever is studied so far can be come under wireless sensor network category 2. So category 1 tend to deal with large scale multi-point to point systems, whereas category 2 focuses on short range point to point source to sync applications. So wireless sensor networks, in which we say that number of sensor nodes in a sensor network can be of several order of magnitude, maybe higher than nodes in an ad hoc network, are used for wireless sensor network. Those sensor nodes are densely deployed and these are prone to failures. The topology of a sensor network changes very frequently, and sensor nodes are limited in power, computational capacities and memory. Sensor nodes may not have identification because of large amount of overhead and large number of sensors are being deployed in the area where we want actually to be sensing is to be done. Maybe somewhere disaster has happened and you want to collect data from that particular place. In that case, what we can do, we can deploy our sensors and the data can be gathered. Not all data will be given at the user end, but limited data, whichever data is been required, only that data will be given further. So there we require computation methods to be applied in the systems. Also we require memory in the system. Now what all things are there in the wireless sensor network architecture and how the block diagram of this sensor network or sensor node is, that we will study in next presentation. Thank you.